Hey everybody, my name is Forever2 and welcome back to Honkai Star Wars for a new quest that we're about to do. A Trailblaze mission just came in this week. Of course, I'm a little late in because I wanted to play some of its new game modes and features, but I did not touch the quest whatsoever. Today, Farewell Penacony, the final chapter of the Penacony arc, is here, as well as one of my favorite characters that is... I've been anticipating for it to arrive. Firefly is here as well, upon the return of Wuran Mei, which I've been trying to get her since she came out last year. I am angry that I couldn't get her. I did 6 draws, but in the first pull, I got her. And I'm the very happy guy.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt.
What? The same thing again? Deja vu.
Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out.
March, I'm alright. Am I dreaming? Whoa, this conversation is such deja vu. I'm gonna keep on picking things that has the word deja vu, because it's literally deja vu from the past few Penacony chapters.
What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over.
I know. We're back in the actual reality. We're going to go in the actual Penacony. Even though they're going to be the same, still. I just realized something.
Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony.
Yeah, being puppets too. And I just noticed that that outside it's almost preparing for a storm warning. So people in Texas, you better watch yourselves. There's going to be a storm here, and it rained 2 days.
I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep.
You jealous?
I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes.
Come on.
I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
Yeah, that's a scary thing. So what happened to the stellar one? You'll have dark circles under your eyes. I want to tease her so badly. Really bad. But what happened to the stellar one?
The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping.
That good?
The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened.
That's trippy.
They just feel like something's missing from their memories.
Right. And it's probably thanks to the memo keepers along with Black Swan?
The family's official statement was like, the Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt. After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order.
Yeah, otherwise the Harmony is going to be in Discord. Plus, I did the secret quest. When you go back into the theater, Robin will call you up and she'll ask you to find any clues that pertains to the location of her brother, Sunday. But all you get is a message and a little folk dialogue where after the defeat, he's ready to end it here. And yet, Robin came into disguise and we get a picture. I don't know.
Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting.
The Radiant Feldspar. I don't know if that's the name of the location that we're going to go to, because the location of the Divergent Universe is on a ship within Penacony. Also, the 6 lineages are now going to be the 5 lineages, since the Oak family were directly responsible for the tremendous discord within the family. And they are trying to find all traitors, find all evidence against them, and they're trying to clean house.
Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
Alright, I shouldn't pertain. Also, if I'm gonna stay asleep, she has to give me the kiss of life. Take a look at her! Look at her! Isn't she adorable? Literally adorable.
After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in reality.
That's true, we gotta stay awake before we go back in the dream. Alright, so what is the Radiant Feldspar?
It's a massive airship,
Yep.
And it's awesome. I heard it's never shown to the public. Only VIP guests of the family get to board it. and enjoy the breathtaking views of Penacony.
And my guess is that we were invited to that ship as a sign of apology. Yep.
The Iris family sent us a bunch of souvenirs. Fruit baskets, plus this fancy button model.
Oh my god.
After you're back on your feet, you can enjoy them all. We are pretty much celebrities on the planet of festivities now, aren't we?
I just realized something, that Sparkle's been handing out a button to everyone in Penacony. Okay, so what happened to you in Anna's dream?
Why the sudden interest in that? Well, I was dragged into the sweet dream. I felt a cold tentacle diving into my memories, but something else was there. So the tentacle suddenly disappeared, and then I dreamed about stuffing my face with delicious food and going on a shopping spree. Sunday didn't seriously believe that was the life I wanted, right? Breaking free from that cheesy illusion was just a piece of cake.
Yeah, that sounds like you most of the time. So let's go meet with the others.
Yeah, let's go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Oh, the bar! Oh, there's Firefly. There's our Precious.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it?
Oh.
Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
Oh, there's Silverwolf here. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment to look at that view right there. Look at that. Ain't that a pretty view?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam.
Oh.
That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Oh, okay, so Sam is the not... Okay, never mind. I got nothing to say.
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace.
Yeah, they have poor security.
Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
This is why I love Silverwolf. She gives no crap. Also, I have 3 out of Stellaron Hunters. All I need is Blade.
Thank you.
Oh.
No problem, Miss Samuel.
Samuel.
I love this fake name.
Ha 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 ha. Because Sam... Okay.
Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Oh yeah, another note. Squirrelum's up there as well, with Divergent Universe.
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
Yeah, she has to experience her 3rd death.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities.
I wonder what that is. I want to know who Elio looks like, though.
How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you.
Brave girl. She's a brave.
Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin.
Oh dear God. Why, Kafka? Kafka, you know who Kafka is. She's the one you should not mess with and get her everything. She's asking for more jackets. Lots of clothing. Although, you can't pull them out from the dream.
She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
I don't know about that either.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall.
OT Mall.
Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oatcake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last.
She is so excited just to do the smallest things before she goes back to her major mission. She wants to experience everything before she dies. Because I believe she has something called entropy loss syndrome. I don't know what it is.
But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it.
I can never imagine Blade being happy to receive a dessert.
That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Meanwhile, on the Radiant Feldspar.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa Family.
Ah, so we're going to be meeting with the Alfalfa Family then.
This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew.
Right. Anyway, the tension between IPC and the family are getting extremely tense now since Sunday's interference or plan to become something else that was foiled. And tensions between these two factions are getting extremely fragile.
The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
Nah. I think everyone's trying to do everything they can to relax.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand.
Whoever the Alfalfa head is, it's gotta be a smart dude.
This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Or a bit of both.
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious.
Right, there she's talking about Jade. Jade is the one who has made contracts a lot, and she always gets what she wants. Yeah.
Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences. I mean, really serious.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Okay. Alright, so we're now playing as Topaz the Aviator. Alright. The hell? Am I seeing this right? What the heck? Look at that! It's a bunch of trouters in the pool. Wait, please wait for the airship and take the elevator to B1. I'll explore a bit more later.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Huh. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
Alright, so this is the conference room. Look at the chairs. There's no chairs in the conference room. It's just a big table and a bunch of sofas. Now that's when I call being comfortable. And I think Numpty spotted a little something in here. Numpty, you precious trotter.
Hard work pays off.
And that will come later. Let's go speak with this person here.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Feldspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12 hours of the dreamscape ever since.
So we have an identity of the head now, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa, which I assume they built a mall under his name.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the most prestigious guests are invited by the Alfalfa family to board this airship. Please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Feldspar had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in Penacony for an entire Ember era. But its voyage was temporarily halted due to the recent reverberation.
You don't have to say it like
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're really downplaying the whole thing. I apologize. Please continue.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Feldspar had to suspend its voyage temporarily. Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to, well, certain special reasons, the Charmony Festival, originally scheduled at the Penacony Grand Theater, had to be temporarily postponed. So, Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to the Radiant Feldspar, taking this opportunity to announce the resumption of the airship's voyage.
That's almost pretty smart, but...
Well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr. Alfalfa himself. Quite fitting for a legendary tycoon like him. Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye.
Okay, so we've got the state of things. Of course, there's gonna be another chest here. I just can't.
Ooh, free stuff.
Free stuff indeed. Family's guard. What the hell? That's a lot of buttons.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all?
It's Sparkle. In disguise. You have gotta be kidding me.
Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Numpty, get her!
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something
I
dangerous?
can only assume it's more dangerous because it has been built by a follower of Aha and built by a damn fool.
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets.
I want to know what these buttons are for.
According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode." Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
That's a straight up lie. But haven't the hounds caught the culprit yet? Or hasn't anyone actually tried pressing it?
What will happen if you press it? Hasn't anyone actually tried?
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony? All the guests here have one thing in common. They're terrified of death. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please kindly keep your distance.
Yeah. I know that you're not even the real guard. But for the sake of the story, I shall press on. Right? Oh my goodness. Oh no, Numpty, why you gotta be a trotter and be this adorable?
Oh, are you hungry, Numby?
So am I, but I'm not allowed to eat sweets.
Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad, right?
I'm not sure. Let's see. We have a potato fry sundae for Numpty, oat cake roll to Numpty. Toss a float disc burger to Numpty. Not sure which I would pick. Potato fry sundae? An oat cake roll? Let's give a potato fry sundae.
Numby, catch!
He likes this one. Numpy gulps down the potato fry sundae, then lets out a satisfied puff.
Oh, looks delicious, huh? Oh, I should have taken a bite first.
Yeah. What is it, Numpy?
Hello? The talent motivation department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves?
What is going on with this one?
I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it? Seriously, what's your purpose?
What is going on?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang?
Yeah, just be the good director and hang up on these idiots. And it's Jade.
In my opinion, you handled that project quite well.
Oh.
A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor.
Hold on.
That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena.
Yelena, that's her name?
I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
I'm speechless.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
All I gotta say is, holy moly. That woman is gorgeous. Really. I'm hooked. As soon as I get Firefly Cycle, I'm saving up for her.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference.
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
Not really.
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of disagreements there. Are they gonna try to break up the family from the inside, I guess?
As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony haven't entirely suppressed their own desires.
Okay, so they may be the followers of Sheepy of the Harmony in name, but they're probably not full on putting their heart and soul into this harmony. So they're going to be not as harmonious, but only just a faction of keen interests. Until either one of them becomes the main head of the family. I don't know.
It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
Oh, wait. Did the Dream Master run away? Surely he's still in Penacony. Probably not, right?
After the downfall of the Yoke family, Old OT's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Is he one of those people that have long lives?
Yes. That's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Yeah, too gorgeous.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor.
Supporting actor?
Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear it wide open.
Even though there's a small hole in that large veil, it's still a hole, and it could be exploited because it punctures it. Apply enough pressure on that hole and it becomes a damn tear. Okay, I took enough of a break, and this is actually the next evening, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's just get started. Okay. What the?
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies.
Who or what is that? That's a new type of being or creature or species that I've encountered. Why do you look like a goblin Santa? Or any kind of Santa Claus here? So you must be one of the big family types, okay?
Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
Oh my god, he's a Pepashi. He's a Pepashi. He's like one of those old age Pep. I'm not sure if he's a Pepashi, but judging by the thing on his top of his head, I'm not sure. But I have no idea what's going on. Content. Let's just keep it quiet. Yeah, let's keep on about Jade's pace. I didn't press the control.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
The voice is familiar to me. I'm not sure who. I'm not sure where from.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
That's how you sweeten up.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the art of conversation.
He's been at this business for a long time. He knows the ups and downs and runs up negotiations.
I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed.
Dude, I like that his insignia is a 4-leaf clover on his shoulder. Hang on. Look at him. He looks like an elf, but he's got the Santa Claus beard. And he's got the Pepeshi little antenna. He is a Pepeshi, but he's probably one of those probably an oldest living Pepeshi. I'm honestly not too sure what the Pepeshi people are.
Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example.
Oh.
He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for? Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive.
Hang on. How much is an Ember Era? How much is an Ember Era? I gotta look that up real freaking quick. Okay, so somewhere between 76 to 240 Trailblaze years when converted. Holy hell. He is long living. Jesus. And that's only 2 Amber Eras. Christ.
Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Okay, so I assume the negotiations went on long.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
Okay, don't piss off the mom here. Plus, she is literally a viper. She's waiting for the opportunity to make these discussions on her favor. He already knows it.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes.
Oh. So adventuring became either the... Let's just say, if one executive has nearly been, quote-unquote, assassinated or killed within within the family's place of business or anything really, they are losing face. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but basically they're pulling that little trick that uses one of their high executives as bait, and whatever incidents can cause there, they're gonna have to be responsible for it.
Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You used the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
Going public with what?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the Land of the Dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose.
I don't get what's going on, to be honest.
This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Oh, sorry. I see. So I believe Penacony was limited in the eyes of the IPC and its territories, but never the rest of the universe. But because of Sunday and probably the Oak family, they've been blocked by that opportunity to spread the word of the sweet dream, I guess. So he plans on going public on the universe so that everyone in the universe can learn about Penacony and gain the opportunity to head over here and become whatever they want. They want to be in the sweet dream.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
That too.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
This is more intense than the boss fights I've played.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
The man is putting up an impressive defense.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
Yep, we're at the bar now.
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador.
Okay.
He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
They want to be more independent rather than be in the chain shackles of the IPC.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
That is the biggest question.
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste.
Yeah, We're stuck between a hard rock and a hard place. Between two evils. Right?
There you are. Did you rest well?
I certainly most did.
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
Yeah. Kind of feels like I had a really long dream. But where is Himiko?
Even long dreams eventually come to an end. Our adventure in Penacony is reaching its conclusion.
Yeah, and I wonder what the next destination is.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already.
Crows. And what about Sunday? How did the guests react? But what will happen to Penacony? I can assume that Sunday is already in hiding somewhere. But how did the guests react, or what will happen to Penacony, though?
That's what we're about to witness on the Radiant Feldspar.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process.
Yeah.
While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again.
Is that what I think it is?
Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you.
Aw, ain't that nice. Hello again.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion.
She is gorgeous as well.
When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something.
Yeah, Himiko.
Music? Atmosphere? Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here.
A memorial?
Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the Nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher has his role is already over. Let's explore a bit. So we got another music. That's fine with us. Alright, we can either talk to Siobhan and prepare a drink, or let's just go ahead and talk to our members of the crew.
This trailblazing expedition has been thrilling and memorable. Hopefully we've all gained insights about ideals, paranoia, clarity, and dreams from the experiences we've had.
It's more than that, honestly. It's been a emotional mind roller coaster. So, what will happen to Sunday and Robin?
One bird longs for the earth and the other longs for the sky. Even if Robin had to stop her brother with her own hands, she won't give up on him. However, facing punishment from the Harmony is inevitable. He will face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose
They'd
them.
rather keep things private. And when did the Order infiltrate Penacony?
Since the family took up residence in Penacony, the Order has been hiding in plain sight under the guise of the Oak family, using the Stellaron's power to strengthen their hold on the Sweet Dream, which eventually resulted in disaster. That's the claim the family makes. Whether they were truly unaware of all this is a delicate matter.
You were very unaware. So, did the IPC make any move?
Venturine's efforts finally earned the IPC a seat at the table. As a result, a more senior representative arrived in Penacony and initiated negotiations with the family. As far as the Astral Express is concerned, the IPC will make for an invaluable ally during the negotiations to prevent Penacony returning to its former ways.
And what happened to you in Anna's dream? Yeah.
Well, it was somewhat surprising. In that dream, I returned to my homeworld and reunited with my long-lost friends. And for some reason, Acheron resurfaced in my mind. When I realized that her conclusion was not preserved in memories, I became aware of the bitter truth.
Yeah.
The conclusion of a journey can often be sorrowful. All we can do is to try to make sure it ends on a happy note.
As the best we can. Alright, Dahang. Is how you say it.
It's rare for all passengers to leave the Express together during a trailblazing expedition. But for Penacony, it seems most appropriate.
Okay, but what about the Express then?
Given the conductor's presence, there's no need to worry about it. However, it's crucial that we soon return to inform Pom Pom about the Nameless.
Yeah, and then what happened to you in Enna-Stream? I wonder what you were doing in Enna-Stream.
In my dream, the Express stopped at many places, and passengers came and went. However, the 5 of us were always present, and the journey seemed never-ending. Perhaps this could be a deep-seated desire inside me. And upon realizing this, I knew it wasn't real.
You're too smart for this. So is the Order incident in the Penacony a unique case then?
No related records exist in the databank. But I have a theory. The hidden dangers of the Order have always been within the Harmony. And this issue existed within the family from the very beginning. However, now that more powers in the universe are aware of this secret, the situation in the cosmos will become more complicated.
And more confusing to me, but that's all for now.
Like I said, we'll go and see. Once we've packed everything, we should head to our next destination.
Guess what? Something weird just happened when I was on my way over here. Someone gave me a strange gift.
Is it a button?
So I unwrapped it and found out it was a button with a message on the back. Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode. That sounds terrifying.
Hey, you don't look like you believe that. Should I ask? Did you press it, or could it be a terrorist attack? I mean, it's Sparkle. She's all about chaos, anarchy. Could it be a terrorist attack?
But who would launch such an obvious attack? They just want to stir up chaos.
That's what fools are.
By the time I turned around, the person had already vanished. So I handed it over to a nearby hound. I heard there were many similar reports before the Charmony Festival started.
You made a smart decision for once.
I'm really worried about the future of Penacony.
I'm more worried about you and Firefly.
Ready to mix your drink?
Let's see. Yeah, question. What happened to Gallagher, by the way?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back.
That'd be true. He already filled his role. Alright, so let's mix the drinks.
Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends? We have plenty of time.
I honestly just talked to them, so let's just go ahead.
All right, as you wish. Huh. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor that suits you best at this moment.
Honestly, if we're talking about something memorial, it can't be bitter. It's gotta be a mix of bittersweet, so I don't know. I always like my drink sweet.
Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an overwhelmingly viscous sweet
Maybe I
taste.
should have chosen bitter.
However, with the right ratios, you get a uniquely sweet drink with a lingering aftertaste. Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
All right. Oh, I have to... Okay, so this is just a little homage to that little event that's still up and running. Basically, you pick a glass of any type, right? Such as the mini wine glass, and you want ice or more ice or none. Then, if you want, it can tell you which mixing you want, like intensity, sweetness, or thickness to make it look good. So let's go with Dream Jam once and sweet milk cream. It's got a lot of ingredients that I've unlocked over that event, like I'm So Glad, Ultimate Syrup, Practitioner Pepper, all the way to Soothing Soma and Blossom Dew. There's a lot really. Plus, look at that. That kind of reminds me of something. It reminds me of drinking that Blue Moon drink, to be honest. And you can choose any decorations if you want. Alright, the Drowning Sweetness. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide amongst the stars. Its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. I almost misread it.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink.
Yeah.
Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor.
Alright, if you guys have been wondering as well, if you had to mix a drink, like in this one, would you rather have it bitter or sweet? Or something else? I can't do take backs here. So let me know which flavor you like better when seeing guests goodbye.
Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend Gallagher. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars. And its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song.
I almost missaid that. Okay, let me rephrase what I was trying to say. If you lost a friend or someone who is considered an influential figure for you, if you had to mix a drink in their honor, how would you mix your drink? How would you make their drink? Sweet, bitter, somewhere in between, or very unique? Either way, I would love to hear your opinions.
We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Cheers. And who is this pom-pom? Oh, Himiko. I wonder where she is. So what have you been up to? Alright, guys, let's make our way to the Radiant Feldspar. I'll wrap things up soon. Let's meet at the aft pool in the stern. Roger, catch you later. I guess I'll just say I'll lead the charge. By the way, what are you doing on the Radiant Feldspar, Miss Himiko? It's a secret for now. Christ. It's always secrets with Himiko. Be patient, you'll find out at the opening ceremony. Hey, I can't wait. Well, I'm more concerned now. Alright, it's a wonderful life. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to our beautiful bartender for now.
Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you.
Yeah?
I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
I honestly hope Penacony improves.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
Well, we will. But what if we never cross paths with him? But let's just say we will for now.
Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of. So let's not dwell on things.
She knows how to read the room.
Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys.
I've always wondered about the halo on top of her head. Is she a Halovian as well? She don't seem like with wings and all.
And embark towards our tomorrows.
Okay. Oh, we're playing as Jade. Oh, righty.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
He is a tycoon. He knows how to handle businesses and dealings and all that stuff. Risks always gain more favors, I believe.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Yeah. Also, damn, Topaz. Cake bakery, man.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too.
I just need a moment.
Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top-quality asset within the cosmos, with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
How come it's bland?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
Why is that?
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
I'm not sure why the cornerstone is so important to these 10 stone hearts, but I do believe I read the lore about the 10 stone hearts. Turns out the 10 stone hearts were given each a piece of a stone from an emanator of preservation, I do believe. And I think that would be Diamond. I'm not sure. Who?
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations.
Is that how she does things? Her stone lets her see her opponent's desires or anything, so she can make the ultimate negotiation deal? That's almost too convenient. Plus, I honestly can picture what her cornerstone form is. It has to do something with a viper, or something like that.
That's why I'm willing to stake my topaz stone to cover for you. It's like one big elaborate game of chess.
I'm honestly more wondering about what her 10 stones form is like, or cornerstone form is like. My guess is something to do with Numpy. Trotter.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive. And that's the best outcome.
Yeah, I can see her eyes. She has the snake eyes, too.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Alright.
Is that Robin?
Oh,
she's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Poison and sweet dew. Man, I'm gonna pop this bottle. A whip! Okay.
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations.
Oh, so she can finally sing a concert, huh?
How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I think this is all about how Penacony should end. Like, should it change for the better or for the worse? Or should it be handed back to the IPC? I have no idea. That's where I'm getting at.
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the radiant feldspar resumed its voyage, the Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Yeah. It's just the calm before the storm, and... Oh, look at that. More organic birds.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
She's already ready.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations. Right?
She's already getting ready to strike at this deal.
Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed.
The old man is not even phased. He's actually getting entertained and being surprised.
You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us.
That is unfortunately true in the Honkai Star Rail lore. Most things in the universe are owned by these IPC.
The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death.
Ooh.
Care to guess how many ways we have to turn Alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure you, it won't be too hard.
You really think you can pull that off?
She knows it.
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
Because apparently IPCs are also known as leeches and parasite when it comes to financial stuff. First, they'll start with agreeable interest, and they'll just change it up to a higher interest to suck everyone's financial finances dry.
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the planet of festivities and attract more customers.
The game kind of cut out a bit. Just stopped.
I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer. However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Ember Era, about the ascension of Shipe, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times.
Really?
So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
That is quite a question. That's a good question.
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system. By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
Ah, and then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me.
He carefully thought about it as a good merchant businessman, and I think he sees what she's trying to say.
All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table.
Sweet Dew? Okay, Himiko's the Sweet Dew. Really?
Thank you for your presence, Miss Himiko.
She certainly is a Sweet Dew.
Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himiko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
Right, because the nameless are neutral. And we have the final say when it comes to dealings or something like that. I'm not sure.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
What are you doing here, Himiko?
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himiko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
Right, because the Nameless created Penacony, liberated Penacony, and he died in Penacony.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. while the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune. If this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Yeah. And after the negotiations?
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They're probably gonna fight over things, maybe.
They will soon realize the situation. When old Odie answered the last question, he represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and take over. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Topaz, you gotta be brave. You gotta take a step up.
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
I wonder what that little hobby is.
You want to open a Bonnet Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
What is a Bonnet Jade?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around.
Oh, she's
Topaz.
a pawn shop owner. Oh boy.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
A viper knows her ways. Never question it.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. But that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave Penacony. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Is it the Stellaron me? Stell? Oh, never mind. It's fireflies. Yeah, it's literally a flying cruise ship. And there's us. Oh. I didn't point it. I caught it.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever.
Yeah, especially now that the family's in a Discord. Also, I caught a glimpse of March and myself.
So, this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship?
She's already caught on with the rumor.
I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
So alrighty then, this is where I'm going to end part 1 of Farewell Penacony for now, because I know things are getting interesting from the negotiations to the from the little rumors that people are starting to notice Sparkle's little gifts, or they don't have no idea if they should believe her or not. But I do believe that many people will keep the button on hand and they will press that button. But I think the build-up of that finale, it's going to come closer, I believe. And Firefly is already on the ship, and she will explore in my next video. So thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy my Honkai Star Rail video, please give this video a like. And if you have anything to say about this part of the story, just let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to continue on this quest. Otherwise, I'll just keep on recording it anyway. And of course, should I keep pulling for Firefly for Eidolons, E6er, or get her light cones? Because I am going to end up getting her light cone anyway. And as always, if you are new to the channel, please support my channel by clicking that subscribe button. And if you're going back to check out my new videos on my channel for the old subscribers or viewers, I'm glad you're back. And as always, again, sorry to repeat that word. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the new video. Peace out, and have a great summer.